Three, two, one. Hey, sisters and brothers, this is Wolf. I want to welcome you to another episode of WDRS Talk, the Wolf's Den radio show talk. And it is episode 2. And I've got a special guest for you guys. And it is Buwi Meneses, the bassist of Parokya ni EDGAR back in the Philippines. He also played bass for a band called FRANCO. And presently, he lives in Los Angeles, and he is in the same band as I am, and we are called the MELLOW DEES. And it was a really, really great experience to get to know this guy and to be in a band with him. He's a great musician. We fit very well as a rhythm section, drums and bass, and it's a good friendship that has started, and it's continuing to grow. And I hope you enjoyed this interview. And he talks about a lot of stuff. So please welcome on WDRS Live. This is myself and bassist Bowie Meneses. With my new friend, my new bandmate, Bowie Meneses. Please introduce yourself.
Hey. Hello, good evening, or good day, or have a safe day, guys. This is Buwi Meneses. I am the bass player for Parokya ni EDGAR, the Philippine band, but I'm now based here in California, and I play bass as well for the MELLOW DEES, which I am bandmates with Wolf.
Yeah, it was a very spontaneous thing, man, right?
Uh-huh. And,
did Melody, was it Melody's idea to go up to you? I forgot how this Genesis started.
Come on. I remember it clear. So we did the Blue Jean Junkies, diba?
Uh-huh.
I mean, and that one night, one Blue Jean Junkie gig, we invited
Oh,
her.
that's right. She sang.
She actually like wanted to jam. Hey, you guys, it seemed so fun. It's like all stars. And she wanted to be part of it. I go like, okay, you're the only female. So I heard Tina Turner singing Led Zeppelin song. You ain't cooling. And I go like, meaning she can sing this. Oh yeah. And she was cool with it. And she came, and then after that night we had this good vibes. You, me, Robin. It's like a rock hangout. I don't know. Do I?
Yeah.
Club band or something.
No, it felt like back in the day, when you after playing you hang out, it's cool, man.
It's and so from there I was hooking up already with Robin. And apparently you and Melody were in talks.
Right.
You were not talks, but you were you were exchanging messages or something about music projects.
Yeah.
But Melody and I, since I first got here, I visited her, and we're kind of good friends naman on the scene. Mm-hmm. And I asked her to, let's say, whatever projects you are, maybe we could do something together. So from day one, and then it reached there, and then you and we met up at Orange County.
And, I remember. In Anaheim,
in the packing district.
Yeah.
And then I pulled Robin in. I'm helping this guy out. Gig. Same. Yeah. And so that's how it all began.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I remember in Anaheim when Melody first played all the songs. She had 8 songs, man, and they were all complete.
Shit. Oh, like pouring. She was pouring.
Yeah, she was pouring, dude. Yeah, it's like she was pouring a whole bucket worth of music, and right away when she was playing it, I could already picture it. I could picture what I was playing. I could picture it. It was very natural, which is, I think, the best way.
Yeah, like free flowing. Whatever comes out, that's it.
Yeah, whatever comes out. And then Robin, the way he plays is perfect. It's just
he's crazy. Like for example, I so used to playing drop D. I don't care if it's like different bands I'm playing. I'm gonna drop the E to D.
This
I don't
is
know.
even in Parokya, you drop D?
No, no,
Oh,
parokya.
okay.
That's why I
Okay.
kind of like. I'm so tired of playing parokya songs. I'm so tired of
Right.
playing. I love playing in drop tunings.
Wow.
So,
Dude.
so,
I
so I
think,
kind of
does
got used
anybody
to it.
know that? I mean, does anybody know that?
I don't know. I don't need to tell anyone.
Well, now
So I'm
everyone's
just
gonna know
saying.
now.
So maybe, yeah, maybe it's kind of nice to understand how so you think you when you heard her songs, well, these songs, you go like you picture already what you're gonna play, and it's like
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I mean, right away, man.
straightforward, right?
Just
And then
straightforward because their songs
uh-huh,
are so simple.
hmm
And the thing
it
is,
is simple.
I'm a basic drummer to begin with. I'm not a frou
Yeah,
drummer. So
no problem with me. No problem with me.
yeah,
Exactly. When we work together, now we're really now she felt like it's a real band. She
yeah, yeah,
you
yeah,
know it there.
yeah.
She's like
It's
dropped the
natural.
pan. It's yeah,
Yeah.
and then I put that low D with my pick style, which I
Uh-huh.
love to play, and then Robin doesn't know the chords, doesn't even bother writing down all the chords
Dude,
on a sheet of paper.
this this
So
guy. If you
right.
want on the fly, that's Robin Rivera, man.
Yeah. So he goes. And the good thing is he's not noodling around like everything would change every gig every gig. He knows
Yeah,
what he's playing and he's perfecting it.
yeah,
So he
yeah,
understands what it should be shaped on. Like
yeah.
me, okay, next gig, it's a different if it's a different stroke. So so it what do you call that? It appeals for everyone's effort. Him play doesn't know the
Right.
chords. I am on drop D, and then we're
Yeah.
not stressed. We're really not stressed. It's not a
We were
script.
not stressed. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, I have to. It's like me right now. Back in the Wolfgang days,
Mm.
everyone was attuned to everyone. So talagang tutok everyone because the band was so close. Me, Mon, and Manuel, we were so close as musicians in that band. I mean, the musician part. We weren't really friends
Closest, closest. Oh, okay. Closest music. Okay. So
in
it's like
in a
using your
musical
drum
sense.
well. I
Yeah,
see. I
because
see.
we were always practicing together. Sometimes Basti wouldn't be needed, so he wouldn't show up. So me and Manuel and Mon would have this a relationship as musicians.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. That's
we
like good
knew,
work.
dude, we knew what everyone was playing because we were
Yeah.
writing music, so we knew everyone was playing this.
Mm.
Now it's weird. I let go, man. I just let go. I didn't know you were in drop D before now. And that to me right now is so cool
Oh, I
because
see. I
drop
see.
D. I mean, drop D. That's drop D, man. That's big hat, man. That's grunge. The sound of grunge
Exactly.
and Black Sabbath.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Drop D is grunge,
Yeah.
man. Sila, Soundgarden, Alice in Chains. That's all drop
It's
D,
grunge.
man.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
Neil Young.
Neil
It's
Young. Yeah,
Neil
yeah.
Young.
If you want to be,
Uh,
and the thing is, we're not playing grunge music. We're playing, you
we're
know,
playing Carnival. It's cotton
yeah.
candy. It's cotton candy. But I was recording, running
hmm
with Robin, and I go like, I was, choosing my tone, and I just love playing the pick. I don't know. It's kind of senseless for me to play with my fingers already.
Good.
So I go like, and there's so much grit on the sound. I go like, Robin, is my tone so macho for it shouldn't be like a basic. He goes like, dude, look at all of us. You don't think we're not macho? We're all like macho already. He's big guy and be like
Yeah. I mean,
playing the
even
pick.
Melody. I
We're
mean, Melody's
and
Melody's a
melody.
woman, but she's a
Woman,
tough girl,
yeah,
man.
she's elegant. So
Yeah.
it's nice to play with the thought of really making this work because it seems right.
Yeah, it seems right, and it's something I think all of us haven't done yet. So it's interesting.
It's very interesting. Hey,
Yeah.
pare. Sorry. So whoever's listening, um, yeah, it's hard to like promote anything new. You start off like you got a shop or you got a talk show or especially a band or
But
career.
Fuck yeah.
It's hard to, but that's the part that I love. I've
Yeah.
seen everything evolve in where it when it
Yeah.
started. It calls for teamwork. It calls for persistence, attitude check, and then at the end, if you're like free flowing, just like I love putting up, discovering bands and putting things up. So parang that's my
Yeah,
challenge
man.
also.
Yeah, it's the creative process, man.
Yeah, it's the creative, the
Yeah.
making, and then if
Yeah, the
it's right,
making. Yeah,
the making.
from nothing to something,
Hmm.
dude. That's ibang klase yan. I mean, that's when you see
Yeah.
something that came from out of nowhere, and then it
Hmm.
becomes a big hit for Parokya and Edgar. It's like, what the hell? What the fuck?
Hmm.
Diba? Where did that come from, diba?
Yeah, and the tayo, like artists, you'll learn from experience, and then
Yeah.
at the top of, when you were like the bottom, when you see the top, and you tell yourself, do I want to be on top who's a prick, or just uh you know humble and smart, something
Yeah.
like that.
No,
Yung
I get,
parang,
yeah.
when I was young, I hated rock stars or owners with like plastic,
Oh
they got
yeah.
their balls. So
Fucking showbiz shit, dude.
yeah, showbiz, and then when you're there now, you want to teach also the others. Nice, relax.
It's not
Like
a
an old school.
competition.
It's not a competition. It's not a rat race. Go. It's
Yeah, I mean,
for.
I think early on in the Pinoy rock scene when it started, the one in the 90s, uh, it's a good thing that the record companies didn't exploit the bands right away, because then there was maybe a couple of years from when Razorback started, 91 yata yun, or 92,
Wow,
until, and
92
then
siguro.
so from then, and then when Parokya came out, which was
92,
when
93,
93 already, 94,
94.
94. So those 3 years, that's all
Paper.
underground, man. There's no
Ah,
control. I mean, there's no control.
tama
The artists were free to do whatever the hell they wanted to do. So when the record companies discovered all these bands, they were already playing. They were already writing songs, and
Pero,
oh
yeah. Well, how the recording companies are, it's so good, no? They know how to, they know how to milk it and what is needed. It's like it's marketing.
yeah,
It's all about their business.
oh yeah, it's a
Um,
yeah, record company, dude. It's a total capitalistic style, man.
yeah. So
And your
I'm
product is music.
I'm like, I don't miss. We don't have to kiss ass on our label like Universal Records. They're like family already. They're like titas,
Yeah.
ninangs.
Uh-huh.
But it's like I hate you know uh the whole process of of show pushing yourself on showbiz land when you're already, especially now that we're known already. I
Mm-hmm.
don't miss it. I don't miss it at all.
Yeah, me
Now,
too, man.
yeah, now you don't. You can shake their hands. You can be friends with them on social media, or
Right.
uh, uh, but my point was, hold on. Now you can manage yourself. Nah,
Yeah.
you know how the structure is,
Yeah.
and then it's not all about the money as well.
Yeah.
That's why they choke up. They stress out on their capitalistic ways.
Yeah.
Us now, we're learning to try to sell your own product,
Yeah.
right?
Your own self.
Yeah.
That's what it is nowadays. You're selling yourself.
Hmm.
Trying to stand
Oh,
out from the crowd, man.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Um. Well. Well. How long do you think will we cannot have gigs?
No shit, man. I think it's gonna be a
Have you
whole
ever
year. I
discussed
think
that?
a year, dude. I think a year, man.
Or
Because
June, July, August, September.
Yeah.
December.
I
Until like after 8 months,
Yeah, because I mean, right
New
now,
Year, mm-hmm.
man, I don't know, man. Actually, in the truth is, I don't know. I don't know because you know, nobody knows what the hell this
Yeah,
coronavirus is, man. So you can't.
crazy man.
I'm not in a position to risk getting infected or whatever because I'm a caregiver and I have my patient to think of.
Oh wow,
That's my
oh
livelihood.
wow.
So I have to take care of the patient. So I can't, even though if I wanted to, and there was still no information about anything, then I can't risk it. It's not worth it.
But
Or
you're always like in gloves and masks. You have that
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
N95
Yeah,
both.
when I'm in public, I am
Mm-hmm.
all dolled up with a mask and gloves.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a lot of people aren't even wearing gloves anymore. They're just wearing a mask.
Yeah,
I want to make
I
sure, man. I don't care if I look stupid because
no, don't definitely not
you
so
know,
stupid. Pero yung, it's yeah, my wife doesn't like wearing gloves because she wants it like clean already instead of like having gloves, touching everything, and then you curl it out on your lap or something. So you got it
yeah.
all.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's the opposite. And I go like, no, I like gloves to protect
yeah,
my, I don't know, my fingers, no, and then just throw it.
yeah, yeah. I just
Um,
want to make sure. Diba?
yeah, man. This evening, or yeah, this late afternoon, I knew there was like mob out there already.
Yeah. So
And I
anyway,
get like, yeah,
we'll put it in context. Today is the sixth day of protest for the
today.
death
Oh
of
yeah,
6 days already
George,
for the death of Robert Floyd, who
Robert Floyd.
was killed by a cop, man, and
Mm-hmm.
everything is going to hell, but
Well, for
I mean, it was
mm,
coming. I mean, how else would they react? How else will people react?
it's
It's
just
just,
like the '92 LA riots, man.
my
So
gosh, yeah, and not
exactly the
even
same.
because if and the thing is, it's like if these cops get off,
Mm-hmm.
then wala na. That's it. They're gonna burn everything down,
Yeah,
and it's gonna be chaos. So they really the whoever's gonna handle this case, and I think it's the city of Minneapolis. They're going to have to really be careful, and they have to convict on some murder charge.
shit.
They have to. They cannot not, man.
Oh man,
That's how
well, I'm not.
serious.
I'm not
Because
in favor of that.
it's gonna be worse than the LA riots. Because in the LA riots, my sister, I was talking with my sister, she made this point. In the LA riots, it was just in LA. Now it's the whole
Yeah,
country.
yeah,
So
dude. Got friends in Chicago. Says it's looting there.
yeah.
Um, the Bay Area and
Well,
San
there's a
Diego.
I think there's a they set a curfew in the Bay Area
Yeah.
as well. Um, the looting. I was just on CNN a while ago. Okay, the date today is May 31, Sunday, and Chris Cuomo, who's a good broadcast journalist, he was
Mm.
saying,
Oh yeah, the African white. Yeah,
the what?
British. Oh, British, the British guy.
No, no, no. Chris Cuomo, he's the Italian guy.
Oh, I see.
He got infected with coronavirus, but he's back.
Oh.
Um, he was saying that there was an on the spot reporter in Long Beach, and they were having a rally in a protest rally in Long Beach, and she was saying uh, about Santa Monica because this morning there was a protest in Santa Monica, and there was also looting. So they had to
Mm.
clarify that when they talked to the police, The police said, okay, there are two things happening here. There's the protest rally, and they're being peaceful, and then there's these other people who are looting, who have no connection whatsoever with the protest.
Yeah.
So they were in CNN. They were really clarifying. Chris Cuomo was saying, "Yes, you have to. You have. It's important that we remember that there are two groups. There are the real protesters,
Yeah.
and who are legitimately protesting. It's their right, and then you have these criminal elements,
Exactly.
who are always waiting for something like this to happen so they can loot.
Yeah.
That's what they do, man.
And it's freaking nationwide, man.
And it's nationwide because I mean,
There's like it's just like TikTok or social media. All those platforms, it's like viral that it spreads like crazy. I'm telling you,
dude,
millions of
dude, the whole. I mean,
at night. Let's mother,
yeah,
the
dude.
police.
I even saw on Twitter there's a protest. There were protest rallies in Germany.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, because the whole world is watching this, and they saw, and the thing is, they saw the video. They saw the death, the
Oh
death
my. We
of
didn't
a
even see
man.
that. We didn't see that, right?
Well, I saw it, man. It's
I saw the
horrible.
knee.
Yeah, the
I
knee.
didn't
That's the
see
one.
him.
That
But
footage. The whole world
yeah.
has seen that. So, and anyone who doesn't like that, and which is majority of the people in the world, so they're all protesting too. It's like, come on, man, this is America, man. You know?
Oh, this guy, I got to see that, man. Seriously, why would Italians care? I'm just, I don't know. Or what if?
No, no, it was it was Germans, but I. The thing is, when I first saw that, it's like, yeah, of all the people outside the U.S., it would be the Germans who understand this because their country was destroyed by racism, pare. Hitler, right?
Shit. Yeah.
So they know that if the racism gets out of control, it's gonna be like Hitler again. So that's why the Germans are like, you guys gotta fight. We have to help them fight because
Dang, man.
it can't be like this all the time. And people are witnessing it already. There's video evidence, and he's gonna get away. Oh, that's an injustice. That's really injustice, man.
You know what? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I feel for the cop. I mean, maybe in some way he's doing his job. The dude is like 7 feet. He was a security. He's big and he was drunk and he forged a little thing. But yeah, the cops may be scared and all. Maybe he should be teased but yeah, pushing that knee,
And the
straight in
thing
his
is,
neck
yeah,
and choking him to death it was really uncalled for.
it was uncalled for, man. You don't do that. I mean, and the thing is, you hear him. He was calling his mama. His mama has been dead for 2 years. So that's the a cry for help. He was
Yeah.
calling his dead mom. That means he's dying. He's like, I can't breathe, mama, help. You revert back to your childhood when you're
Shoot, man. You
when you're
saw it?
scared,
Oh man, I don't want to see it.
bro. Man,
Oh.
that's why there's mayhem now because it's so disgusting. You know what I mean? And the thing is, this is not the first time this cop has done it. If you do some research,
Yeah.
it's coming
Well,
out now,
yeah.
man. He's been shooting people left and right, and not shooting and killing people, man. He's killed 3 people already.
He's a hitman.
Yeah, as a cop,
Oh
huh?
no.
As a cop.
Well,
So that
he
means this
should
guy doesn't care, and
he should be in.
all of the men that have
Mhm.
that he killed,
Mhm.
they all have Latino names. They're all either Latino or black. So this guy gets off on fucking killing minorities, pare. Killing people of color. That's his thing. He's a motherfucking racist.
Mhm.
So, man, it's scary,
Well, okay.
but you know,
I maybe everyone should really care for. That's what the peaceful protesters are. there.
Yes.
They're out to really peacefully show that that's not right in the world. But
Yes.
the burning, the looting of these guys are so ignorant. Going back to these
Oh yeah.
guys, oh man, it's like seriously, dude, you're spoiled in this soil, man. You got the perfect weather, you got free education, you got SNAP, the government takes care of you. You have
Well, that's the
clean
well
streets
that
and
well
tax,
that's the
but and then yet you think like take advantage of robbing the stores when you could you could you could work for it. And then once you get those shirts and all, you break the glass like fuck, I got this polos, I got free stuff. Wherever you go, free stuffs are everywhere. Goodwill, you know, oh my god.
well yeah like what like I said, man. That's the people who do that. That's what they do. Those are they
Those
only
are
they'll wait
these
for
are
a
the
riot to happen.
lowest.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's why like I said in CNN they had to make a distinction.
they got
They had to make it
cars.
clear that these are two separate groups, you know.
Yeah, this is the there is that really everywhere you go, around the world there's that evil but you know what, when Asians get discriminated, we don't go out loud and protest, it's maybe we're like, we're fine because we're not, we can handle it. So these
Well, I know. Well, yeah, but the thing is, you the difference there is our ancestors were not slaves. You know what I mean?
I
You
don't know
know,
what you mean.
it,
Our
uh, it,
ancestors.
our ancestors were not slaves, so we don't have that wound that
Okay.
African Americans have. A wound that has never
Oh,
healed because
oh,
no president,
dang,
because
yeah.
no president has formally apologized for slavery. That's the bottom line.
Mhm.
Like in the Philippines, maybe a couple of years ago. It was only a couple of years ago, or maybe the most 10 years ago, that the Japanese emperor formally apologized to the Philippines
Oh yeah,
for atrocities of the Japanese during World War II.
a closure.
So the closure, there's closure.
Yeah,
Here in America, no one
there's
has
apology.
apologized for
Mm.
slavery. So that wound is still there. So every time something like this happens, and it's it's racism based, this will
Mhm.
always happen, bro. Always, man. It happened a couple of
Yeah,
years ago when the cop killed Philando Castile, pare, in Baltimore. It happened in Baltimore only about 2 3 years ago. And every time this will happen, there will always be upheaval
hmm
until black people and brown people are respected in this country. Yun lang.
dude.
I mean,
I went to Atlanta, man.
uh
Oh, dang! It's like, it's it's America. It's like old barn house, um, and the city.
uh
And then the majority are African Americans,
yeah,
and the Filipinos, they get along.
yeah, man,
Philippine blacks, it's no racist at all. It's
yeah,
so cool. And I don't know, there's little white, but the whites are like, nothing. There's no
yeah.
racial discrimination.
Atlanta is African American country, man. And then
Uh,
yeah,
you said you've been to Louisiana or Nashville?
no, I want to go to New Orleans,
It's
but
gig there, man.
yeah, man, yeah. I mean, and my brother
Yeah.
went. I think last year he went last year, and my sister went
Oh shoot.
2 years ago. Yeah, and it's just musicians everywhere, man. It's just a music town. Everywhere in the street you hear saxophone. Yeah, everywhere. Kahit ano. So
Mm.
yeah, when this is all over, man, I wanna travel a bit. So anyway,
Yeah.
I don't want to dwell
Yeah.
on
Let's
the bad vibes of the day, but I mean, it's the
yeah.
reality we live
It's
in, and it
mhm.
also
We cannot
um
excuse ourselves on not being
yeah,
aware of what's happening. It's
yeah,
there's a pandemic that we're all dealing with, as especially as artists and you know, real life. I mean, even my children know that it has a weird setup in school, and
yeah.
then you know, evil strikes still. Well, going back to music.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. What do you see? What do you see yourself? How do you see yourself as a drummer still in like 5 years? What would you
Oh
want
my
to
God.
achieve?
Here, one,
Mhm.
one thing you gotta know about me is that I don't plan 5 years, dude. I plan at the end of the year, man.
Okay,
That's all.
I don't either. Who does?
Yeah, I mean,
But like just talking about it.
okay, yeah, no, I
Just
get
like
it, I
talking
get it.
about it. Mm.
Right. You know what? Right, as of right now, my feeling is, especially with what's happening with the melodies,
Mm.
it just came naturally. Eh. So for me, it's like the way I live life now. It's just I want things to happen naturally,
Hmm.
and then I think that would be a good indicator of me knowing, okay, you're in the right place because this happened naturally. It just happened. It just materialized. You didn't have
Hindi
to
pilit.
force it. You
Yeah,
didn't have to dream about it.
make it. Yeah.
I mean,
Uh.
me, Melody, you, and Robin. I mean, what? Would you have believed that 10 years ago? It's like, oh, you and Melody, and
Yeah.
then the son of Martin and Pops, you're gonna have a band. It's like, no, what?
That's dope, man. That's
Right?
weird, but that's dope now. Yeah, like
Yeah, I mean, because it
we
just
went to
happened naturally.
all we went to all NU Rock Awards shows. I'm
Right?
sure. If I was there, I know you were there, and a
Yeah.
different side. We're like we don't we don't. It's totally different spots. All us in the in this music or band scene.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And Robin
I
was a kid at that time,
yeah,
right?
it's nothing. Hmm.
Or is he older?
Yeah,
How old is he?
he's already 30,
Oh, okay, okay. So
32,
well,
32.
no, but no, yeah. Oh, 32. He's younger than my brother.
Yeah,
So he was a kid in the 90s, man.
definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. I don't know
So, you know,
but his exposure in music. I am just guessing. I don't know. I don't even know. We don't even talk about like what he listen to. I
yeah.
know he listens to John Mayer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, what do you call this? I forgot what I was gonna say. I didn't. He grew up with session musicians.
Oh, yeah.
Session musicians who are really straight and they go to ministry on Christian band, Christian
Okay.
so
They went to the
church.
same church. Okay.
Yeah, and that's
Right.
how he got started with
Ah.
professionals, man.
Wow.
Like the composer or the what do you call this, the musical
Uh,
arranger,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
he knows that
Musical director.
musical director,
Uh,
everyone to the owner of the sound system, DMX, not DMX, DMX, but I don't know. Yeah, so he really, it's not you just can't say it's like pop because I'm sure he grew up with his classmates who was listening to stoner music or rock and roll, and
yeah.
that's right.
Yeah.
That's really fun, to just not even talk about, hey, are you listening to this? Let's be like, let's do this. It's
Uh-huh.
nice to just like do your thing, and
Yeah.
it's a mixture already.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
That's
Like
so
going
fun.
back to what I was saying earlier, it's like I trust the three of you, so I
Yeah.
let go. The only input I have is my drumming. and then maybe, some ideas here and there, but it's not like Wolfgang back in the day, talaga, okay, we're gonna play together, just very orchestrated. And now it's very free flowing.
Mm.
But what's good is that you and I have a good musical rapport, so we're locked in. So the foundation is solid. So
Nice.
Melody and Robin can fly on top of it,
Yeah. Of all your years in with Wolfgang, um, who else played bass aside from Mon? Who sessioned
Oh
for you?
shit.
I wonder.
Mon was
Bowie does
already
that.
Mon was already the fourth bassist.
No way.
So the first one, gosh, no, he was the fifth. The first one was John
What?
Templo. Yeah, John Templo. And John Templo used to be with Razorback, and then I think he got kicked out of Razorback, and then he went with us. And then he smashed his car, and he got grounded, so had to go. And then we got, who did we get next? We got a classmate of Louis Talan. Louis Talan was like still fresh out of high school at the time. Eh? So
was he playing already?
Oh yeah, he was already with Razorback.
Whoa!
And then his classmate played bass, so we got him for a while, and then he got his grades were bad, so he got grounded again, so he had to leave, and then we got this guy Eric Abella, who was with he was with Nino in Situation 2. Do you know that band?
Oh, cool, man!
Did Nino ever tell you about his band? That band's.
But he never spoken about those.
Well, yeah. So anyway, when Razorback was starting in Cali, Nino had a band called Situation 2. I think they would play Black Sabbath, and his bassist, we got him for a while, and then somehow it didn't work out, so we had to let him go, and then we got a recommendation, and Angelo Villegas of Rizal Underground. He played like 3 gigs with us. And then we asked him to join, and he goes, I can't join because he was with the Jerks at the time. And he had
again?
Angelo Villegas.
Angelo, that's a Jerks.
Rizal
Underground.
Yeah.
Twin.
The twin, yeah.
Twins.
And the twin of Mike Villegas. And then he said, I can't play with you guys because I have an agreement with the Jerks. I can only play with them exclusive. And then he goes, but I know a guy, and that happened to be Mon. So, and then he goes, I know a guy, and he plays Iron Maiden. So we're like, oh yes, yeah. So yeah, so like that. I mean, going back to that story, we had to go through 4 guys until we got the right guy. We weren't really forcing it because each bassist had a legitimate reason to leave. Yeah. So we're like, okay, he's grounded, so he's gone. Let's look for another guy. He's grounded, so he's gone. Puro grounded.
Oh man.
And then
who grounds your kid? Who grounds your kid for bands, man? Nowadays, the parents, they go like, you got a band, go.
Yeah, man.
Bring on the bacon.
Yeah.
Banda is like, if you're in that business, if you're in the right crowd, you could go music business and sea, and cruise ships.
Oh yeah.
Hong Kong as entertainers, Riyadh, all over the world. Music business is so great for Filipinos. Filipinos are so talented, man. Wherever they go.
Yeah, man. And wherever you go, you'd probably find a Filipino musician playing in a band, a show band or whatever. I have friends who play in Hong Kong. I have friends who play on cruise ships, and they post on Facebook, and they're all over the Caribbean. I'm like, oh my god, dude!
They're like, world
It's like
travelers.
next stop Jamaica. Like putang ina.
All
Fuck.
right. You just talk,
Yeah,
it's
you
a
just
hard life, but
yeah
dang, you're doing what you love, play music.
yeah yeah dude. Yeah, because that friend of mine who works on a cruise ship, she's a mother of three, three. So she's apart from her kids, but she got to do what you got to do to feed those kids.
Hmm.
So so tell me about your experience here, because I saw a post that you did on Instagram. You
Hmm.
you were wheeling in your bass amp and
Oh shit!
to a gig.
What's
So
that? Oh yeah.
tell me about your experience of the American style of gigging, because there's a difference, from what Filipinos
Uh huh.
are used to. It's like you play in a bar and the back line is already there. You just,
Mm.
if you have your own cymbals, if your own amp, you can bring it, but there's already
This provided
set up. It's provided by the bar or the
by
club or whatever.
it,
Where
the
here, it's just an empty
yeah.
stage and a PA system. So yeah, tell me about it.
I kind of knew how it was, but I never got to experience it because when we toured here, there was always the crew to take care of the sound system. So it's just like Philippines, you get on stage. Now getting on there, um, I love it, man. I really love it. I'd bring like two big stacks of amps, um, you know, and a lot of stuff. Because you could design um your own setup. But the crappiest part is, setting up and all, and then not getting paid. But that's what I live for, man. Um,
Nice.
it's
So
an yeah.
no, go ahead, go ahead.
It's here you go. It's like still more rewarding. Like I said, you like the what do you call it? Not the challenge, but the yeah, that passion, or you get alive when you're starting things, and you don't give up when you want to make the things work, where you are happy, more happier.
Right.
I man, like so in the Philippines, it's I played everywhere. You know how the feeling, like it's like a cycle. You do this gigs all the time.
Yeah.
I
The bar
I can't
tour.
go. Yeah, I can't. Not only like fiestas, all the bigs. Um,
Right. Sinulog,
Sinulog, exactly, hotels, or then
Tinagyang in
mhm.
Iloilo.
It's not that like I've been there, done that. It's just such a privilege that I get to experience this in my life, in one lifetime, right?
Right.
I mean, I won't be able to. I love. My heart's like, oh shoot! I want. If I would be here, I would be gigging, and now I am gigging, something like that.
Yeah.
So it's yeah. That's the whole experience. If you ask me about that.
Right on. Yeah. No, I get it, man.
Hmm.
It's yeah.
Um,
But
it's
the
okay.
oh
Yeah.
no, the difference is with me when I did this, I had a mission. So I had a band. We had a band Locomotive, and then
What?
we made an album to sell an album. So we were in it for the business. And when you do it for the business and you try
Who's
to do
this?
what
The three-headed dog?
no Locomotive before Three
Oh,
Headed.
locomotive.
Yeah,
Okay.
because that was my mission for coming here anyway, was to uh,
So
form a band and
rock
do it
on.
and hopefully get signed. And the dream. That's the dream, man.
Yeah.
But of
That's
course, the
it.
dream is the dream,
Mm.
and reality is reality.
It's
So
yeah.
you know, um, but
It's
yeah,
not how. Yeah. It's not how it
but
seems. Like yeah.
but I mean, if you're doing it if you're doing it for not for that reason, then it's more fun, you know, because like I said, especially if you play in Hollywood, I mean, you can feel the competition from the other bands. You know, they don't, you don't. There's no. That's why there's really no scene in LA because musicians, unless you really live there, and then
Hi.
you plant
Sorry.
roots, and then it's like really no camaraderie between bands there. It's not like in that's what I
Yeah.
that's what I miss about Manila. The scene in Manila is
Yeah.
that if you were just if you play with five other bands in one night and then you just hang out with those dudes
Mm.
and then if you get along with some of them then you hang out with them more and
Mm.
it doesn't really happen here rarely nowadays.
Yeah. So I'm looking at it like, for example, let's say you're in Manila, you're in Luzon, you are, one is in south and one is in north. Like, I'm from north, let's say the other guys, you guys are from the south. Um, I wouldn't be. I would prefer to be bandmate with you because you are too far, or try to. It won't. It won't work. Or maybe some try to make it work. Like, in Kansas City, we were all Kansas City boys.
Right.
So it was. But here, it doesn't matter because you could go like anywhere here in here
Yeah.
in LA, like 30 minutes at night, and you could be bandmates with whoever. What I did learn is these counties are territorial in the band scene.
Oh yeah.
So you're from OC, stay in
Yeah.
OC.
Yeah.
You're from Long Beach, stay your punk ass in LBC.
Yeah, I stay
Where are
pumpkins.
you from? Pomona. Where are you from?
Oh my god, if you're
This
if you're from
this is
Pomona,
Los
sorry ka na
Angeles.
lang, pare.
Dude, Pomona is rich, but it's yeah, LA is gritty, but galing. It's so nice to see the even that just to realize, oh my god, Long Beach people, LBC can't really penetrate on gigging in Highland Park if
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
satellite or no it
Yeah,
it
dude.
it's LA or nothing,
Yeah, especially if it's Hollywood. It's like, oh, you're from Long Beach. Ugh. Oh my god, you're from Orange County. You're so
OC
far
Orange
away. Oh
County.
my god. What are you doing in Orange County? Oh my god. Yeah, I get it, dude. No, I get it for sure, man. That's and sometimes because LA, the difference between Orange County, LBC, Inland Empire, and LA itself, especially Hollywood, is that everywhere else people live there. The musicians, the scene, in the scene, that's their scene because they live there. They grew up there. They were
Exactly.
born.
Yeah.
Same in
It's
Long Beach, and that's why when Snoop says, "I'm from Long Beach, man," he is from Long Beach, man. He's
yeah, representing
he's
the
not
LBC. Yeah.
yeah he's not a rich guy. He became rich, but he was from Long Beach, man. And Long Beach is it's not a rich area. There is a rich area, but it's not as
Yeah.
high as being in Hollywood. So
West
it's like
LA.
yeah, West LA, West Hollywood. Oh my god, dude. And if you're not, so like
West
what I
Hollywood.
mean
Yeah.
in those places, there a lot of people are from other places. They're all, it's like you have Europeans in LA, you have Africans there, you have everyone is in
Yeah.
LA. So
Indian.
so they have a mentality that is already competition. You know what I mean? Because they're there to make it, and you're there. If you're like a struggling musician or actor or it's like there are thousands of other people like that in Hollywood trying to make it like you So there's that air of competition and
Yeah.
really of it's cold. You know what I mean? It's like every man for
You
himself,
don't. Yeah.
every band for himself, every artist for himself, every rapper for himself. You know what I mean? But then you have the people who live in LA, like the people from Compton, all those rappers. That's why they're so good, because that's their home. They're rapping about real life. You believe it because that's their life. That's why. Like Kendrick Lamar is from LA. He is from there. He grew up there in the hood, man. He boys in the hood for real.
Yeah.
So that's why they have this air. So that's why when they say, "Oh, you're from OC," oh yeah, they don't know what the hell they're talking about, because unless you're really born and
You're good.
bred, LA, yeah, you can say that. But if you're just a transplant, it's like you don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, there's a lot of conservative people here. There's a lot of racists here, but there's a lot of cool people here too. So
Oh man.
right.
Angelinos. I had to stick it up when I was hanging out with my coworkers in the warehouse. That's why, like, my first job, as my second job actually. Um, we'd road trip, drive a big ass van, bring like couches or tables or chairs, to Huntington Beach from LA, all around. So I drove everywhere. Um, uh, these guys were like from South Central, and let's say if you
Wow,
go to South Central,
that's the hood.
it's the lowest.
Yeah,
So sorry to say,
yeah,
they know it's tougher than Compton,
yeah,
than
dude. Yeah,
than Inglewood, Crenshaw,
yeah.
South Central. When it turns night, oh my God, it's
Oh, dude.
gangsta. It's evil. It's dirty gangsta.
Fuck.
So, strippers on the corner of
Yeah.
the store. Shit,
Oh my
man.
god, scary shit.
Dang.
You know,
Yeah.
one time I was going home from the people who live in LA, they'll know what we're talking about. But I was going home from a gig, and somehow, the gig was in Japantown, Little Tokyo.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was going home, I had to take the 110 and then the 405. But then my GPS had to, it didn't want me to exit right away, so I didn't. I just followed the GPS. So you have to go parallel to the 110. So on the if you're facing west, the
Mm.
the left side of the 110, that's the hood. And I didn't know, man. I
Oh,
didn't know. So I was just
that's
going
it.
straight on
Yeah,
this
one
on
then.
the one road, I guess, leading me to the last exit, so I can exit in there. But before I reached the exit, bro, I,
You see.
I I was coming up, and then I see police cars, man. Like at least
Mm.
four police cars with lights going off, red and blue lights. I'm like, oh shit.
Mm.
Like, and then I look around, I'm like, holy fuck, where am I, man? And then
Mm.
so I slow down. I was like, oh
Fuck.
shit, I hope it's not a checkpoint. So I slow down. It's not a checkpoint. And then I looked on the right, and it's a wall. It's the side of a building, and there are at least eight dudes, eight cholos, man, on the wall, dude, like full on gang outfits, and the whole thing with fucking tattoos on their faces, and like, and they're like up against the wall, and the cops are surrounding them. Like, holy fucking shit, what the fuck is this, man? It was like a drug raid or something, or they were probably messing around with these gang members. And I'm like, oh, dude, I'm like, I'm in fucking the hood, man.
Dude, a raccoon is like just like 2 feet in front of me. He
Holy
just
shit.
It's a big raccoon. You know, the size of the raccoon. It's like
Oh fuck! I
fuck.
hate raccoons, man.
I love them, dude. So I love them, but I'm scared because it's the first time. It's like 2 feet away from. I didn't know. I don't know what he wants from me. I have a
Where?
cup of water, a jug, and a bottle of weed. And he's looking at it. He's like, he's smelling. It's like, do you want
Where?
some?
Are you outside?
I am outside. I'm like, I
Oh.
have my secret spot where I guns it. I
Oh.
guns
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Like, you know, it's not. It's
Oh
not.
my god,
You know,
dude.
it's not. It's not appropriate in raising a family, something like that.
Oh right.
So
No.
I got my secret. You
Uh,
know, it's
for
nice to have
sure.
a secret spot.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. Yeah.
beside the garage and with all
Yeah.
my surfboards and.
Yep. That's dad's spot.
Unlike you, dude, you got a setup of Jimi Hendrix or what's his name? Fish? No, not Fish. Grateful Dead.
Jerry
Jerry
Garcia.
Garcia. Jerry, you kind of have a Jerry Garcia room. I saw it. Hey, where'd you
Oh
run?
yeah, man. My room is so fucking. I mean,
It's Ash. What's that in San Francisco?
oh yeah, hate Ashbury. Yeah.
Hate in
Yeah. Yeah.
Ashbury.
Yep. That's me,
Hate
man.
Street. I
I
hate
mean,
Street.
I don't. I'm over tie dye. I used to be
Dude.
so. I used to be so into tie dye before, but I'm over it. So it's bohemian, but with a modern twist. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's me, man.
Cool, man. But you were never, you never, uh, what do you call it, lived in the Bay Area?
No, man.
Was it always, was it
Oh,
always
it was
here?
always here. It was always here in Orange County.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I didn't see. I mean, it's too cold though in the Bay Area, dude. It's cold even
Yeah,
during
man.
summer, man. So you know, I made a mistake of driving. No, the drive wasn't a mistake, but I drove from here to SF with my parents and my brother. You know, road trip, and then when we and I was when it was summer, so when it's summer here, you're wearing shorts and flip flops, right? So we got in the car in shorts and flip flops. By the time we get to SF, dude, it's freezing
Oh
cold. But like,
gosh.
I'm like, holy shit! And then I forgot shoes. I forgot
Oh
my
my
shoes, man.
gosh, dude.
Shit! I had to buy
Don't like
shoes.
that. Don't like that. San Francisco, windy
Oh
and
my!
freezing. It's oh man, you want to cry, especially when
You
you're
want to
either
cry, really?
you're
My
in
God.
downtown or in Fisherman's Wharf.
Oh
Or
shit! Yeah,
man, the city's so cold,
yeah, dude.
and it's like forget it, man. If you like find a jacket and it was just like a sports jacket, man.
Oh, you're dead, man. Shit. My
Fuck that
God.
shit, man.
Well, that was a
All right.
fun. That was a fun time though when we played there.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah,
That was awesome, man. It's really
Chinatown, man.
how did you end up flying, right?
Yeah.
You took the plane. I and Nino, I don't remember. I think we took the bus. He took the bus separately, not in Then I think I met him there, and then met you there.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Find you were there, dude.
So what's your what music are you listening to now? Like
Mhm.
yeah,
Una,
especially yeah. Just go off because I'm gonna smoke a bit. So make cuento about what music you dig,
yeah.
man.
Wow, that's a lot. Yeah, I whatever suits my ears. Let's start off with the radio station. I discovered 89.1 eclectic music. I forgot the station name. It's
ACRW.
like KCRW. Oh,
Yeah,
dude,
dude.
from Montclair or Claremont. Yeah, from Claremont.
Claremont.
Yeah, dude. Veggie Burger, man. Their sounds like so trippy. I love it. Like it's Monday every morning. Monday Madness or something. They play straight up in the morning. Straight up eclectic music. And it's so awesome. And
Yeah, dude.
then
Yeah. Go
from
ahead, man.
there
I'm just
you
torching
go
up the thing.
no worries. You go back, you go down, you dial a bit on the first. It's 89.1. It's jazz.
Oh, yeah, the jazz
All
station. Oh,
day
yeah.
long. All day long. So when I'm working, it's like that's why I really am practicing. I hope I could jam with us on ano it's like punk uh punk lounge. Let's do it, man.
Yeah, man.
I
Funk
I'm
Lounge, dude.
fingering I'm punk lounge, man. I'm fingering that big old bass. Doom, doom, doom. Then
Yeah.
maybe melody can work out that it's jazz, but it won't happen. Jazz won't happen. Won't come out from us. It doesn't have to. Something like that. So I'm playing with that. Remember, I told you. Didn't I tell you?
Yeah.
I said I was like playing with my fretless, and I go like, this would be really great if if I was on upright bass. So yeah, if music is what we're talking about, I always go back to I love the reggae of 311, whatever the reggae feels, but
Right.
Nine Inch Nails really sums it all up. Gusto ko rin yung gusto ko yung groove.
Yeah, dude.
Groove.
Well, yeah, that band is all about groove.
Groove. Boom, bang, boom, bang, boom, bang,
Oh,
boom,
yeah,
bang,
man.
boom,
Yeah, dude. I mean,
Hey, dude.
if you think about it, Trent Reznor is pretty funky, man.
They are. Pare, I've been like 94. I got the tape of Ministry. Dang.
Oh, yeah, Ministry's wild.
Tangina. He goes,
Grabe yun.
what the fuck is this? It said, it was industrial at its finest. I
Yeah.
don't know about,
Oh.
Tangina, it's freaky, man. Freaky.
So, about
Hey,
any new stuff that you like?
and what? The music?
Yeah, yeah, music, any kind.
Yeah. I
Any
really,
particulars?
Chet Faker is like, um, yeah, I still like, Citizen Cope. Yeah.
Wow.
And then yeah, I like to go to really listen to Wes Montgomery and Charlie Bird,
Wow.
Charlie Parker. Um, so yeah, so you got vinyls of that? Miles Davis.
Oh yeah, I'm totally.
Nice.
My vinyls are pretty much Miles and Coltrane for now.
Do you have like jazz? If it's WDRS, you
I can do it on the live show. I went live last night, dude.
Oh, was that last night?
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
Anyway, I'll probably be doing it every weekend. And
cool, man.
dude, I was on for
Sign me up.
4 hours, man. I was standing up for 4 hours. Shit, I didn't really realize. I'm just spinning music on
sweet,
live.
man.
Yeah, and then it's in my room, so the camera's on. I have the mic.
4 hours?
Yeah, 4 hours, man, from 8 to 12 last night.
4 hours, dang, that's a lot of time.
Yeah.
Imagine if we had a hangout. You spin your vinyl, maybe I don't know, less than an hour, 30 minutes mix. I'll do my cocktails, man. I'm gonna serve.
Yeah, wait, let's talk about that, bro.
Man, I am so addicted to it. I'm so addicted
So wait. Let's put it in context. So, on the Instagram of Bowie, what's your Instagram, dude? So that people can add you.
It's just Buwi Meneses. Buwi. Yeah, it's Buwi. Once you get that, that's me.
Okay. Oh, right. Okay. So, folks, follow Bowie on Instagram, and
Sure.
every now and then you can see him making drinks, man. So
I
yeah,
love.
it's so cool, man. Yeah, talk about it.
I got to learn how to go back in time of how coffee is really made in the Philippines. A cafe taught me all that I had to learn. I go
Wow.
like this. It's a small independent hipster cafe, and I go like, okay, we're so used to Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts or 3-in-1. And
Right.
these guys, like, what do you want in their coffee? Okay, give me a hot or cold, right? I go, I like cold because I like iced coffee. They only have cold brew. They give me this bottle with no, it's like no sugar, no milk. Are you serious? No milk, no sugar, no. That's it, just in the bottle. I bring it home. I go to the mall, whatever, and then I get thirsty and I like, oh, let me taste this. It, and then when I tasted, man, I was tasting it like I was drinking wine. So if
Nice.
you appreciate wine,
Yeah.
appreciating good and so wine and just how to drink wine. This is the art of making the right coffee from the beans. So from that education, so now I got to learn all the types of what do you call this, devices to make coffee: the siphon, the pour over, the French press, the mocha
Right.
pot, the aeropress, and even and so on and so forth. So I
So
like
wait.
coffee first.
So
Coffee
excuse
first,
me.
yeah.
So the people know that these equipments are in your dining room in your home, right? And
Yes,
it's a whole shelf
it's a
full of
shelf.
these.
Yeah.
Man, it looks like a scientist's shelf,
Lab.
because like lab. They look like lab equipment.
Instrument. Yeah.
And so yeah, so I was like, when I first saw that, I was like, wow, Bowie's into coffee. I'm like, wow, that's cool,
Oh,
man.
do you like coffee?
No.
Do you like
I
coffee?
can't, because I pass out with it. I pass out with coffee, dude. If I take an espresso,
Make you
I'll be up for
sleepy.
like 10 minutes, and then I'll just if I
Oh
was
man,
if I was sitting down, I'd fall asleep. It's weird.
that's
But
so
I
weird.
mean, I love the smell of coffee, dude. I
But
mean,
yeah,
like that's
so
like one of the most
exactly.
perfect smells, dude.
Even just to talk about coffee, it's like it's so fascinating. Also goes down to history. Like there was like a pandemic for coffee beans around the globe, like Nicaragua, Peru,
What?
Africa. There, all the crops. It, nothing left. Maybe like 1800, something like that. And the only coffee beans, were found in an island, one of the islands here in the Philippines. I forgot, like
Wow.
Negros or something like that. So that was the only living coffee that lived, that surpassed that
Oh,
pandemic, or that agriculture pandemic, if I may say.
wow.
And so a lot of like Italians, or they shipped out and they got those beans, Philippine beans, and who knows, those beans scattered all over the globe and made it their own,
Oh
something like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
um there, it's in the books. I wish
Wow,
I could
dude.
clarify that story. It's so great. So we have our pride of what beans we have around the globe. Like America does not have their own coffee
Yeah,
grains.
right.
It's all imported.
Yeah.
Now, now going to the other passion that I said I was being addicted to is
Mm,
mixing drinks, mixing
yeah.
alcohol. So
Well, is
from
that recent? Because I only recently saw that on Instagram.
yeah, the mixing is kind of like recent. The coffee was my thing, um, and then you know, it's just as like coffee, you were fascinated. And so that's how it's supposed to be made,
Right.
manually. And now, like the orders and the bars, getting to understand um, grenadine or bitters
Uh-huh.
or agave and simple syrup,
Uh-huh.
those stuff. It's fascinating. Am I
So
boring you?
no, 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 not at all, man. So did you are you self-taught or did you take lessons from bartender? Or?
um, it's just like cooking. Like for cooking, I just
Ah,
chance upon some what do you call this, mix, or in YouTube, like, oh, no, not even YouTube, just like ads in Instagram. Oh shit, they got, so I'm so enticed.
yeah. So do you have a full bar or you just get the drinks that
I
like
Yeah,
if
it's
you
expensive, man.
I know like cooking, it's like you want to just get the ingredients for that one dish and then you do it and then
Yeah, the good thing is, like, you don't. Um, I like it's really nice in a house that you really have your own, a bar.
yeah.
Usually in the Philippines, a bar is just like a display. You don't really
Yeah.
work on a bar, right?
No.
Right? It's
Yeah.
in the side. It's beautiful, but you
Yeah.
don't work on it.
Yeah.
So
Because nobody really drinks alcohol in the house too.
or even,
Weird.
yeah, or make things. Now I really I'm fascinated with, like, I'll make you something really good by yeah, you know it. Like, for
Oh
example,
yeah.
like, I know, you'll know it when it's coming really natural to you. Like,
Hmm.
anywhere you go, you can mix something.
Ah,
Like,
right,
not with your tools. Like, for
right.
example, the tools are everywhere. So, you first the spoon, the bottle opener, or whatever, the cups, and then you need a shaker, and you need
Uh-huh.
ice,
Right.
and then whatever's in the fridge, you could squeeze in lemon, you could
Yeah.
squeeze in orange, honey, then beer, and oh, may I change the topic, going to the
Go,
drink,
man.
the Mexican drink, the micheladas? Have you tried
Uh-huh.
micheladas?
I don't
Have you
think
tried?
so.
Oh, no,
I don't think so. I'm not sure.
but you know what it looks like?
No, I don't know. I'm
This,
not a drinker, so I'm not so,
uh, but this is like it's like the feast in Mexico, the micheladas. They're
was it that did you post it on Instagram? It was like a colorful drink. Was that the one?
Yeah, yeah, I did, but I did. Yeah, well, I made a michelada. Like, you have a Thai on the side of the, something like that.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah,
You
okay, I
put
get it.
hot
Yeah.
sauce. You put
Yeah.
Worcestershire. You
Oh,
put
right.
you put tomato, and then you put the beer,
Oh
dude,
man.
and lime. Dude, these guys are crazy, man.
Yeah, man. It no, it really is an art, man, because when you drink these drinks, these cocktails or whatever, it it's just, it's like a one of a kind taste,
It is. It's a combustion of, I don't know, man.
Man.
Latina. Then maybe make the right one. Yeah, anyway, yeah. So I enjoy. So far, I I haven't done anything that it's bad. It's gonna be either like there's more ice, or um yeah, the, what do you call that? The ratio is bad, but it's not. It doesn't. It will not taste bad. Something like that.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Right on, man.
Yeah. What do you drink, by the way? What's
Huh?
your preference on alcohol or in spirits? Do you only
Oh,
drink
it's
Chardonnay?
I don't really drink, man. I don't drink. If I mean,
Oh,
I'll drink if there's a party, I'll have a beer here and there, and if there's a bartender, I'll take advantage of that and have a cocktail. I don't know. Basic rum and coke,
Yeah.
man. Rum
I'll
coke,
make you one,
man.
man.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
I see
yeah,
that
yeah.
guy.
For sure.
I'll make you one, man. You're gonna
Oh
love
yeah.
it. You're gonna
Oh
love
yeah.
it.
Yeah, yeah. So let's close out with weed. Did
I'm
you the so
smoking
did uh when did you start uh consuming?
pot.
Yeah, smoking pot.
Smoking pot.
Yeah. I mean, on a regular basis. No, not really. Or you
High
can
school.
describe the first time you smoke, or the first time you got high. That's always an interesting story.
Yeah, maybe aside from like high school, it's out there. It's Philippine grass. It's funny, right? Okay,
Yeah.
I'll go straight forward to the first experience of chronic. Uh,
Yes.
Man, so 1990, no, 2000, 2002, 2004,
Uh-huh.
2002, something like that. Oh man, that two hits of the pipe load. Oh,
Where was this?
this was an Azusa, maybe like I don't
Oh,
know,
okay.
beside Azusa.
Were you living here already?
No, the tour.
Oh, for the tour.
Our
Okay.
first tour,
Yeah.
our first tour, and then bang, it fucking hit me. In the
Oh.
band, I'm the always like the get go, the always who has weed. I would always end up wherever I go. I have the drugs,
Oh,
something like
okay.
that. So so I bumped that chronic. He told me this gangsta Filipino looking like gave me a hit. He knew I wanted, and then he gave me some a
Right.
gift. So I bring it home. I was like stoned when I got to headquarters, and the band was like watching TV, and they were like chilling, and I go like, hey, they were looking for weed. Buwi, do you have? Okay, dude, but this is shit strong. Okay, I warned them, and then I left it to them, and I slept like full time. I passed out,
So
and these
who's this? Everybody else?
Chito, Gab, and Darius. And the next morning or something, I learned they all ended up fighting.
Fighting?
They were fighting. So I'm like,
Oh
fuck.
my god.
They were. I
What?
don't know. They were. I don't know. Because it probably was the weed.
They got too paranoid, man.
Something like that. I
Oh, dude, that's
remember. It was
funny,
like,
man.
fuck, man, chronic. So I'll never forget that shit. That was so. And we're blessed, man. The
Oh
bounty,
yeah, man.
the the
Were you
abundance, the
were you living
abundance.
were you living here already when weed was legalized? It was you're here already, right?
Yeah, when I got here, you still needed to get a doctor's
Oh, okay.
prescription.
Right.
So that prescription, if you have one, you're OG,
Yeah, man.
right?
Oh, gee, yeah, dude.
OG.
Yeah.
So you some of them are like you go to a room, a little room, and then you talk to supposed to be your teacher, but it's a laptop with automated, it's a video. It's a laptop, not even
Oh,
live. So
right.
it's like a robot, or it's just like, oh shit, this
Yeah.
that is like tremendously no brainer, man. Like,
Yeah, man. Yeah, I had that. I
yeah,
had that
it's
app.
like
That was an
it's
app. I had.
bullshit, man.
Yeah, man.
So
I mean,
now,
even going to the real doctor was bullshit, man. I mean, the only real part of that
yeah, no
doctor
one
visit.
says it. No one says it. It's
Yeah,
bullshit.
the only real part in that visit for the medical card, medical marijuana card
it,
is
the cards.
them taking your blood pressure and your weight at the
Oh,
start, pare. Because
oh,
that's standard for any clinic. You have to do that
uh, okay.
because they have your record there. And but then when the guy comes in, so you here for marijuana, medical marijuana. Yes, sir. So what do you need it for? Of course, my go-to is anxiety and what's that? The other one, insomnia. And basic stuff. So okay,
Cool.
then he writes the prescription like there,
It's
and
a
then
real.
there.
It was a real man.
Huh?
It was a real man.
Oh yeah, it was a real doctor. Yeah, yeah, man. Dude, man.
That's so
Funny,
old
man.
school, man.
And then the thing was, this doctor, he didn't have a permanent office, a permanent clinic. So he would rent. It's like the fly by night dispensaries nowadays. It's not a legit place. So
Mhm.
so sometimes the county will close that shop, and then they have to transfer to another place. So they bring their customers. So this doctor would transfer places because I guess the rent of the lease or the rent of the office space is up, and he doesn't want to renew, so he'll have to relocate somewhere else. And then I would call the office. Oh, can I? And you're like, they relocated. It's like, where did they go? Huntington Beach. I'm like, fucking far, man. Shit. But he was the only doctor at the time, man. So, but yeah, I mean, nowadays it's just legal. We
Yeah.
are.
So yeah. So
Uh,
we're the thing is we don't have to boast it. It's like not I don't mean it in the wrong way. I feel for those in the Philippines. Man.
yeah,
And it's like I don't want to talk about it because
yeah,
it's ridiculous, man.
right.
It's ridiculous. The abundance and the right weed and the top shelf, the the for oh man,
The
it's ridiculous.
wax.
Like, the wax, man, the bongs. It's
I mean, I'm not sure if dabbing has even reached the Philippines.
you'll be surprised, man.
Uh,
It's there,
oh
okay?
well,
So
yeah,
they
yeah, because I mean,
yeah.
people who come
Yeah,
into the state,
but it's dude, it's so nothing, man. It's
yeah,
so nothing. Hawawa yung yung wax nila. Sometimes it's man. It's yeah. I'm so sorry. I mean, I don't mean to. It's just like yeah. It's no. There's really a good abundance of it here.
oh yeah, man. Yeah,
And
I don't really talk about it too
yeah,
much because
yeah.
it's like it's normal already.
Hmm.
Like you said, you don't have to
Oh
you don't have to make a big deal about it because
yeah.
it's normal already.
Hmm. Like in the as a Pinas, right? You get to jail
Oh
with
yeah, man. Oh,
weed.
fuck, man. I mean, there's even a time that they wanted the fucking death penalty. I was like, what the fuck? What are you talking about, man?
Oh my
What the
god!
fuck are you talking
But
about? This
yeah,
is weed.
are you kidding me? Marijuana is
Oh,
a
in fucking
no.
Singapore, dude. In Singapore, it's like that, man. It's fucking death penalty, dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
but it's true. There's no drugs there, man,
There's no drug. I mean,
whatsoever.
there is. I know someone there, and then he goes, "Wolf, the next time you come here to Singapore, hit me up." It's like, dude, can you get weed? It's like, of course. Can you
What
get
the
weed?
fuck?
And
No
I
way.
go, but that's Singapore. It's like, yeah, but come on, you can get weed anywhere.
Galing. Galing.
So anyway,
Oh my
but
god.
but but the thing is, well, like, have you ever been to Singapore?
Mm-hmm.
When I don't know if
Many
you
places.
remember, but when the plane lands, a part of the announcement is that you know death to drug traffickers, man. That's it.
What?
Dude, yeah. That's on the PA. That's where I heard it on the PA of the plane.
Oh
It's like,
my
holy
god.
shit, these guys are
Yeah.
serious fucks, man.
You can't fuck up Singapore, man. It's got
Yeah.
that strong, hierarchy.
Authoritarian, dude.
Is it
Jeez.
munchies? Let's see what munchies. What do you like? I know. You like eating? Like, you told me you went to Spain, right? Hello.
Oh yeah, Spain is awesome, dude. I mean, It's
Tell me
like the
about the
best.
streets, man.
It's the best food I've ever tasted. If you
Ooh.
if you are thinking of a place to go and your kids are old enough to appreciate it, you go to Spain, man. Go to Barcelona and Madrid, and then just take the train around the country. Ang galing. And the food is just
Paella.
oh, dude, paella's not even. It's not
Not
even.
even.
I mean, it's great, but it's not. It's like you
It's
ain't
no
seen
big
nothing
deal.
yet. You know,
It's no
it's
big
only
deal.
one part of this whole big, culinary
I hear
paradise.
you.
I mean, but
Yeah,
but the
that
one
that
thing
is
I
to
liked,
go.
yeah, the one thing I liked about Barcelona is that it reminds me of old Manila and
Mm-hmm.
Ross Boulevard and Manila Bay. It's exactly
Really?
like that. You know.
It's not even like a little bigger, a little wider, or
Well,
it's
I mean,
almost like that, like
no, it's like that.
Intramuros.
It's dude, it's exactly like that. Even I'm talking about the old part
The
of
old,
Barcelona, the
yeah.
original city, which is a port city. Of course,
I love to see it.
it's just like how Metro Manila is set up. The original Manila is by the bay, right? And then it just
Mm.
expanded, northward to all the suburbs or whatever. And then it's the same thing with Barcelona. And then the
Mm.
old part it's like cobblestone streets, dude. It's so old, man.
Wow, man.
It's like a
Yeah.
time machine, pare. It's a,
Wow.
yeah, dude. And then there's this one story here that you have to listen to. There are so many Pinoys in Barcelona, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, and
Like,
it's funny because when you go into the market, there's a famous market that's called La Boqueria, and it's a famous market. It's like a tourist destination. When you go inside the main path, and then it's all stalls, food stalls, and
mm,
then right away, and then there are vendors right on each side, and their fruits and vegetables, whatever, colorful
nice.
things.
Yeah.
And then you're walking, and then, ate, kuya,
Oh
bili
my
na kayo. Like, what the
gosh.
fuck?
Oh,
Kuya, ate, bili na kayo prutas. I'm like, putang ina, saan galing yan? And then you look, and then and then the vendors are all
Barcelona.
Filipina. They're all
Oh my.
Filipino women.
And
And
they're locals.
they're locals. They live there. Yeah.
Dang.
They live there, man. And of course, they recognize Filipino tourists,
Mm.
especially. I mean, you're a tourist for sure.
Are they? Are they? Are they? I don't know. What do they represent? Do they represent a little class or no?
Well, no, I'm not sure. I'm not sure because what I got there was, of course, there's rich people and poor people, but this was middle class. So the thing in Europe is that the middle class is very strong in Europe because they have they have they have healthcare for all. So
Mm-hmm.
people even though you have a simple job, you can make it because all your other expenses are provided for by the government. That's how socialism socialist modes of government over there in Europe. So I wouldn't say that they're low class. They're all middle class
Uh huh.
because
Yeah.
they go home to the suburbs. So they have a house. Either if you live in
Dang.
this,
Pero, but what are they? Okay. Okay.
and
They
then
got side
and then
hustles.
and then another funny part was that in the old part of town, it's all these small streets, right?
Mm.
So you're walking from your hotel, you're just going around, so you're passing through all these streets, and then there's a lot of pedestrians around. And then somehow, maybe it was 2 o'clock in the afternoon, a group of young girls were coming out of school, in their school uniforms. They were actually in school uniforms, so it reminded me of the Philippines. It was like
Man.
assumption students like were fifth
Mm-hmm.
grade because they were fifth grade their age.
Mm-hmm.
And then most of them looked Filipino. They all looked like, oh, these are Filipinos, man.
Mm-hmm.
But they were speaking Catalan, which is the language in Barcelona.
Nice.
They weren't even speaking Spanish. They were speaking Catalan, which is the language of Barcelona.
Wow,
And
man.
dude, I'm like, my mind was getting blown because
Ito lang, akala na,
These were
meron.
Filipino kids, man. These were brown Filipino kids,
But yeah, born and raised in
born and raised
Barcelona.
there. So
Man,
I'm like, dude, we are
hey,
everywhere.
loco.
We are everywhere, dude. And
Man,
it actually made me proud, man, to see. It's like, yeah, you know what?
yeah.
If you put a Filipino in the right environment to
Mhm.
thrive, they will thrive. You know?
They will. They will. They make do.
Yeah.
Especially, we all have a good system also in us, eh. Especially, the middle class
It's like,
dude. But yeah, I miss that. I miss ordering in hotels.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's what I miss. And come to think of it, like, dude, if we tour, right? If we wherever, we still get that nice treatment. You know that we are
Yes.
you guys are important. We guys respect you because we're still at it. That we're doing music, so they give us whatever they can give. Like for
Yeah.
example, in Jackpot, right? In Jackpot, oh man, eat
Oh,
and
that's the one in Vegas.
yeah, it's Vegas,
Jackpot. Yeah.
and we got bikinis. Oh
Oh my
man,
god, dude.
we
Oh my
got
god.
para melodies. We were gonna gig, dude.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, I don't know if we need you want to record this, but um, yeah, I wanted to talk to you about that. The concept of how you see Razorback and Wolfgang still trying to make a U.S. tour. What are
Oh,
your
okay.
thoughts in general? It's not like
Well, I mean,
in
you know what?
general.
My thoughts on anything that involves a music venue or something like that. I have no idea what to do, man, because they're not gonna allow in the foreseeable future. I think they're not gonna allow any indoor concerts at the least. Anything that is in enclosed indoors with air conditioning. I don't think they're going to allow it. Just if there's still coronavirus around. So, but the concept, I love the concept. I mean, it's going to be the music of two really great bands.
And
So I mean, if you're going to buy a ticket for that, it's going to be it's going to be really worth it. The concept
mm,
itself is great. So.
yeah,
Because those two bands started together anyway. So there's history. Yeah,
what it, yeah.
but with regards of when that's gonna happen, fuck me, I don't know.
Oh man, right.
So
Yeah,
so
it's
we
like
have to.
it's just like floating. Everything's floating. You know what
Yeah.
you know what I really am mostly thinking of is fuck it, like June. I'm not even counting the months, or I'm not even checking my business book. Um, I think of getting us a gig. You know, like because here's like the new gigging would be like in Texas, it's like
Right.
25% of the maximum capacity. So if it's like like 50 people, only what 10 25. I'm sorry, 25, something like that.
Uh
So you can gig already apart from each other.
huh.
just like the airplane, it's like 50-50. Like
You know what?
Mm.
You know what? My thoughts on that is that it's like when like the new back in the day when the new iPhone would come out or the new Android, and it wasn't really perfect yet. This was when Steve Jobs was still alive,
Mm.
that era, and
Mm.
I would be like, because they would report problems and hanging and stuff. So I wouldn't buy a new phone until you know someone else tested it out. So with regards to that, I'm just waiting for someone to start putting on gigs, and of course it's not going to be like what it used to be, you know. So I actually saw something on Instagram or Twitter. They held a gig, but they were only like, dude, there were only like 10 people in the crowd, and they were all separate from one another. So it's
Oh, there
weird.
you go. It's
I
happening.
mean, but it's still weird, you know. It's just
It's good respect, you know. That like unlike this, I'm sorry, that riot shit, man.
yeah,
It's respect for everyone. It's nice to get used to this. It's really nice to
yeah.
get
No,
to
I
maintain this energy for Earth, man.
yeah, yeah. I get it. No, I get it. That's why it's like for me, I'm just waiting for whatever innovative ideas people are starting to come up with. How to, you know, how
Yeah.
to. It's like right now, like some restaurants are opening, some stores are opening. What they have to, you have to wear a mask to go to the market, to the grocery. You have to wear a you have to
Cool.
wear you have to in the dispensary in Santa Ana. They put out a notice that you have to wear a mask,
It's so cool, man.
and you have to get your temperature taken if you want to go inside the dispensary. So if you have
Mhm.
a fever, you can't go in.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
hell not.
So I mean that's the new reality for I don't
Yeah,
know how long, for at least a
yeah.
year. I'm thinking, man, until the scientists. That's why me every morning, my morning prayers include, you
Mhm.
know, fucking, please God help the scientists come with a fucking vaccine for this
Vaccine.
shit, man, so we can get back to normal.
Mhm.
Because if there's a vaccine, then everything can come back to normal. Unless, because even though the people who don't want to, the anti-vaxxers, sige, don't get your vaccine. You be the one to get sick. Basta, I'm getting a vaccine. I'll be fine, and then I can interact with other people because I know that I'm protected.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
Mr. Bowie, thank you very much for joining the WDRS Talk podcast.
I love WDRS.
Thank
Thanks
you very
very,
much.
very much for having me. It was a pleasant, long talk that I've always wanted to, get. I've been hitting you up, man. Let's hang out because I wanted this. I
Right
really
on.
like exchanging, the vibe. So thank you very much for guesting me, man.
All right. All right.
All
I'll
right,
see you
brother.
soon, brother.
All right, Mr. Wolfie Mora.
All right.
Have a good one.